Welcome to Kramer and Jess Uncensored.
Woohoo!
Episode number 60.
That's cool.
And, you know what I do on our every 5 episodes, Jess? I like to remind you that they didn't want us to be here.
Okay.
They didn't.
I guess.
They did not.
Whatever.
They tried hard for this not to happen.
Can you leave that in last year?
No. 2024, I'm over.
It's 2021.
2023, I'm over.
That's 2022. Let it go.
Anniversary's coming up, by the way. Saturday. 2 days from now? 3 days from now, Saturday.
For what?
I got let go.
Okay.
Not that I'm counting down the days. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, we're in a
It's
completely
literally 2
different
years.
time. So
Welcome to the Uncensored Podcast. The number 2 podcast in the country, by the way, Jess.
that's so cool.
Thank you for everyone that voted for us for Podcast Magazine, making us the number 2
Yeah.
podcast. I don't know if this new camera situation is going to work. You look blurry on my end now. Are you blurry? Anybody's watching on YouTube, tell me if Jess looks blurry.
Oh.
Because she looks a little blurry. We're trying a new camera system,
Mm-hmm.
and she looks like you're using your dial-up internet over there
Really?
right now.
I can't. It looks fine on mine, but I don't know.
Okay.
Is anyone on YouTube or no?
YouTube, yeah. Tell us, does it look... Yeah, we're live, by the way. Hello.
Hi.
Ashley is here from YouTube. In case you're listening to the podcast, we also do our show live on YouTube, typically Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, say it looks a little grainy. It does look a little grainy. We're trying a new camera setup.
Like grainy, annoying, or is it like kind of, at least for now, can we just deal with it?
It doesn't look cute right now, but let's see if maybe it gets better.
Oh, you know what? Okay.
What up, Johnny E? Tiny T, welcome. Glad you're back. Okay, thank you guys for letting us know that it's looking grainy. Bear
Okay.
with us.
Fine.
New year, new us. This is why we don't change things, because then things just get all messy. In case you're brand new to the Uncensored Podcast, you do need to get the fair warning from Jess.
This is close friends only. So if you are a new podcast listener and you're trying this out from the radio show, thank you for coming. However, before you proceed, just know that it's nothing like the radio
Nothing.
show.
It's not.
Yeah.
Couldn't be further apart. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, similar stories, but
Way
like,
more relaxed, way more chill.
just don't care. No FCC rules. We can just do what we want over here. So thank you. For seriously, if anyone's voted us to make us the number 2 podcast in the country, the number 1 podcast in the country, Jess, is
What is it?
Certified Mama's Boy.
Is it really?
It is.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. So big year, start off a new year. So thanks. It's good to be back. So you probably expected a show this time last week. We did not have one because I had COVID. Jess had COVID.
I was sick. Garage Boy had COVID.
Oh, yeah. Do you think you may have had COVID, though?
Totally.
What I'm seeing, though, is
It was the same thing like when I got COVID and Garage tested negative 2 times. He told me, he's like, honestly, like he wasn't experiencing the same symptoms that I did when I got COVID last year.
Yeah.
But he was like, but I had headaches and stuff, so I feel like I probably had it. I feel like I had it too, but it just affected me differently, maybe. I don't know.
I think you probably did. But I have a lot of friends, though, with similar situations where they were like, this person had it, this person had it around me. I didn't have it, but I had this really weird cold, headache, nausea.
But it's also cold season.
I know, that's why it's hard to
also,
tell.
yeah, like people are getting sick no matter what.
I
So
don't know.
honestly, like it is what it is.
COVID's not bad. It wasn't terrible. I got to be honest. Like it really wasn't the worst thing. It really wasn't bad at all. It will not go in my memory bank of like, that was sucked.
That's good.
It was chill, which I was super thankful about because after seeing you have it last year, I was really worried.
That's why I didn't think I had it, because I was like, unless it's the whole different variant thing.
Yeah.
But whatever, I'm over it. I'm over talking about COVID.
I'm guessing most of you listening probably have COVID right now. So welcome to the show. You've come to the right place.
Yeah.
One thing by the end of the podcast we need to deal with, like when you do something at work and you're afraid you're going to get in trouble for it. So instead,
I saw you today. I saw you going back and forth a little bit.
And so instead, you try to get ahead of it before it gets to you.
Until an email is sent.
Yeah. So I'm afraid something went down this morning behind the scenes of the radio show. And I'm afraid that I want to go and confess this before it gets to them and then gets back to me.
You're being shitty.
It wasn't my greatest moment.
You were definitely being shitty.
Wasn't my greatest moment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get our boss on by the end of the podcast.
And then tell
and
him.
confess my sins to him in hopes that
and to everyone else.
We can do some damage control in case it does blow up. So, in the meantime,
everyone listening, do you expect any less?
I'm just like 2022. I don't give a fuck.
there's just a time and a place. There's just
I'm
a
just
time
over
and a
it.
place.
I'm over it. I'm over giving fucks.
Okay.
I really am. And like, I'm ready just to rip this year apart, baby. It's gonna be my best year yet, Jess. You watch. By this time, the first episode of 2023, you're gonna be like, God damn, that was a good year, bruh. I'm like, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So that's my plan for 2022.
That's good.
Let's catch up on some things though before we move forward. We got to go back to last year because when we left off the podcast, we were both doing on two trips that we had some monumental things happening on. Not monumental, but like big things we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Jess went to Alaska to go spend time with her boyfriend, the Garage Boy's mom, for the first, well, not the first time, but like
second time
in her house.
in her element, and also
Yeah.
his family, that side of the family. I've
Right.
never like met anybody over there.
So I know there's some apprehension there, so I want to ask questions about that. And then I told you before I left that there was a ex. Everyone thinks I'm dating somebody right now.
Really?
Everyone on Certified Mama's Boy, ever since my New York trip, thinks I'm dating somebody. So I'll set some records straight.
Yeah.
By the end of this episode about that. All right, so let's go back to Jess first. How was Alaska? 10 days, coldest fucking place on the planet.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it feels like you're literally on a different planet.
Yeah.
It's like the smallest town ever. They don't have Walmart or Target or anything like that. They just have like a Fred Meyer, which is do you know what a Fred
I don't know
Meyer
what that
is? So it's basically like Kohl's and Safeway combined. So there's that.
Clothes and like, okay.
Yeah. So
like,
that's
like basic bitch clothes and groceries.
So it's like together.
Yeah.
And then everything else is local, which is really cool. It's so beautiful and like definitely such a insane experience.
Did you want to die though because it was so cold? Because I know like Jess and I are not good at cold. We don't thrive in cold.
I'm actually happily surprised with myself because that was like one of my biggest fears of I didn't know how I was going to handle it.
Right.
I definitely freaked out a couple of times when I couldn't feel my face and I thought my toes were going to fall off.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
But after that, you just kind of like get used to it now. Now I feel like I'm just such a pro here. Like look at me in my jacket right now. I'm just like living my life.
We didn't talk about your outfit.
I loved my outfit. You're such a dick. Go ahead. You know what?
This is a good place to do it, actually.
You're such a... So can I just say, like, yesterday I wore something and, like, my style is very eclectic, I'd say. Like,
Define eclectic.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
And, like, it is all over the place. And it's, like, it can be, you know, like, girly or whatever. Or it can be, like, super chill, like, street looking. And it's just honestly based on my mood. And yesterday, I purposely wore what I wore. It was definitely like more casual. And you know what? I dress like that a lot, but I don't dress like that a lot here. I definitely dress like that around probably like my homies and stuff like that when we're like chilling.
You looked homeless.
Dude, no.
You look homeless.
No, like I think it's sick.
Funny because it started earlier in the morning actually. Because I was just like when it's
you know I opened up a little bit for y'all, and this is why I just keep to my fucking self.
This is why I'm not in your close friends.
This is why I don't fucking talk to anybody here. And you wonder any fucking whatever.
So here's the issue: is that I had already had this thought in the morning because I was just throwing on like if you're a listener from San Diego, Arizona, anywhere that's warm. You probably, because I didn't realize this till I moved here. Like your idea, like fashion takes a back seat to warmth when you're cold. It does. I don't give a shit. I guess I didn't. It was 19 degrees outside.
Yeah, I
could give two shits what I looked like. I just wanted to put on something warm that I was going to feel comfortable in, like whatever. So I was already kind of joking that like snow outfits are just ugly as hell. So then Jess comes in and like I'm kind of poking fun at that idea because I'm like, wow, that outfit is like, whoa. And Jess gives me hell because she's like, I love this. I picked this outfit out myself. I think it was the best outfit I've ever put together in my life. Or something
I was like, I literally wore this on purpose. It's definitely a look. I'm not like going to the Met Gala in this fucking shit, but it was like it was a look that I did on purpose. And I think it's like cool.
I don't know. Let me see if I can do this.
You should be able to share the screen.
Okay, yes. So let me do this. I'm going to, and this is only going to work for our YouTube show, and I invite you can go watch this at any time to go scroll through and find this.
Are we going to talk about this tomorrow and we can post this picture on Instagram tomorrow?
Yeah, I just don't know the way to angle it for the air because I don't want to come off like, y'all know I'm addicted to Jess, but everyone just goes in so hard on me on fucking the radio versus... Because y'all know us. Like, they're still trying to, like, figure us out.
I mean, you're
a
still a
little bit.
dick, but.
I mean, yeah, low key.
No,
but,
no,
like,
you're a dick.
Okay, so I'm going to show you. This is the outfit. Just want to make sure there's no pertinent information that's up on the screen right now.
So let me describe to you what I was wearing yesterday. I was wearing camo pants, and then gray socks.
Wait. Before I say that, because I need you to. What I need you to do is count the patterns that Jess is about to tell you. Because this outfit, honest to God, if you saw Jess, and you would think that she may be struggling financially right now.
No, I look sick. No, listen to me. I had camo pants on, gray socks that were the same color as my long sleeve gray shirt, and then I had a plaid flannel on, and then I wore my checker
So what's
checker Vans,
yeah.
and then I had a Ravens hat on, and like my makeup was done, and I did hoops.
It was not good.
To me, I feel like
here we go. There were so. Can you see it now on the screen?
Barely.
Yeah,
Can you scroll down? You can't even see. I look so cute there.
I'm gonna have to scroll. So I'm gonna have to scroll. So
I love this outfit.
I'm gonna start at the top. So she's wearing this like Ravens hat, which so far so far is fine, right? It was the day after the weekend. Everybody's still Ravens.
I was showing my support because I actually like the Ravens and I actually watch football.
Flannel, I'm fine with the gray flannel.
And the flannel is hints of purple and navy blue. The purple is a play off of the purple for Ravens.
Can you still see it right now on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the gray shirt also matches the flannel and also the Ravens hat.
Okay. I'll go with it. So far, I'm okay with it.
Thank you.
It's an okay outfit. Waist up, it's fine.
Who the fuck are you, fashion police? Like, who the fuck are you?
Let's keep scrolling. Then we have camo pants.
Camo can go with everything.
And like, it just doesn't work. And then, the gray socks
are literally the same color as my shirt, by the way. How on point was that color? How matched?
It did match. It was matchy.
It was the same color.
I will say that was fine.
Yeah.
And then you have random ass Vans on.
Yeah.
Checkered Vans.
Yeah.
There are so many uncomfortable amounts of patterns in this outfit.
I look so sick.
I was literally making fun of Jess, thinking that she would put on an ugly outfit just to stay warm, but she literally was excited to wear this outfit.
My makeup's done. I have hoops in. My hair's like pulled back.
What YouTube? What do you think?
My nails are done.
What do you think? Tiny T says, and by the way, I'm sorry, this is such a terrible podcast segment if you're listening right now. Tiny T says on our YouTube show really says the guy who shops at Forever 21. Whatever, fuck, I dress cute. That's Tiny T beyond the point. Megan says, it looks comfortable. Yes. This would be an outfit that you would wear in your home. This would not be an outfit you wear in public.
Why?
Because it's just not.
We have different taste. Like we have different taste.
And then Lynn says, I want the flannel. Okay. The flannel's getting a lot of love on the YouTube show, but no one has ever on the comments yet is saying, I love the fit.
It's like a comfy, street, relaxed look, and it's sick.
It's not good. But anyway, sorry. So if you're listening to the podcast show, go check out the YouTube show so you can go see, and we'll post a picture of it. I just don't know how to present it on the air without coming across like a complete dick. You know what I mean? Liliana says, I would not at all think she was struggling financially.
Thank you for saying that, because like fuck you for being like I looked homeless. Like I literally look like I have it together, and it's like a different type of look.
Let's just scroll back up one more time so you can see this is not good. So anyway, that's
I look sick, no regrets.
That was our day. That was our day yesterday dealing with the snow. Okay. Wait, we're in Alaska. How did it go? I don't know how we got so sidetracked.
I know.
How did it go with Garage Boy's mom?
It went really well.
Really well.
It went really well, and it was a lot of fun, but it was just so many emotions that I was feeling all at one time. And I was like having anxiety because how we've talked about this is, you know, when I get married and like eventually start having kids, the plan is for her to like live with us, you know? And so the whole time I'm just like trying to learn about her habits and just kind of like see her in her element and like what she's like, you know? And so also too, it was really cool because I felt like I fit with her and like his family, which was nice. Like it felt, obviously there's a tone of awkwardness and being uncomfortable because you're meeting people for the first time, which is like expected.
Right.
But like that window was so small, and then it just felt like I was like part of the family, and like for me, it's like there was like some of his little cousins and stuff just like took to me instantly, and it just felt so natural, and like I loved that, and that was probably the biggest thing.
So you
for
didn't
me.
feel like you ever been in a relationship before where you just felt like the outcast?
Well, that was how I felt in my
Yeah.
last relationship.
Yeah.
So that's why I had a lot of anxiety of like, how is this going to feel? Because I hated feeling like that. And that's how I felt the entire time. And it was like heartbreaking for me. And so I was afraid I was going to feel like that on top of being so far away in fucking Alaska and then away from my family for the holidays. So I just didn't know how that was like going to go
What do you think the difference is?
between my ex and this.
Mhm. Like, why did you feel more included in his family versus, and with Garage's family than versus your ex's?
I think we were raised the same in the sense of like the sense of the family dynamic.
Because you're brown?
Yes. There's just
'Cause
different types of.
Jess's ex-boyfriend was white. And I was really just thinking that. I was like, because Jess and I, our families are so different.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I wonder if like culturally it felt that way.
It's like me in a quiet house where you could hear a pin drop. Like that, you know what I'm saying?
Like I'm imagining you, and my family would by no means make you feel excluded, but you would be,
But I would have to adjust.
Yeah, yes.
And so it's like being like that. It's like being like that and having to adjust, but like always feeling like that with your significant other's family. And there are just certain things that like just they didn't get, and also too they just weren't close. Honestly, like to be honest, they weren't close, and it was sad, and that's just not how I operate, and that's not how I was raised at all. So it was like weird to like witness that, or like their interactions, or like how, you know, maybe my ex or his siblings would like speak to their parents. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Different.
So that is super different. And I think that, but you know, at one point, I remember my mom, before I was going, she was like, and you know, like in the future, like if we ever have to go to Alaska, like we can go to Alaska. And I'm like, okay. And I think just because my mom's trying to do her best, and I appreciate her for more than anything, just like being willing to like work with us, you know, of like splitting holidays and stuff like that.
Right.
And I go there, and like they don't drink at all.
Garage's mom
No.
doesn't drink.
No.
Oh.
And the family doesn't drink, and like
And your
I
family
think,
does.
Well, and like I think we had like a beer. We had a beer that's because like his cousin brought over, but even that was like a thing. So he has one uncle that like drinks wine, but he just brings like one bottle of wine, and he brings it, right?
Has one glass.
Or like he's the only one that's drinking the wine. Maybe one other person might have some, but it's just like the one bottle of wine for the evening, and like that's it, right? And so I'm like, okay. And then on Christmas, he brought the bottle of wine to his mom's house, and there was this whole production because she didn't even have a wine opener in her house. And he was like, well, how am I going to open this? To the point where she had to like go like a couple houses down to borrow a wine opener because they don't drink. And which is totally fine. That doesn't bother me. But the whole time I'm like, how the fuck is this? Like, what is she going to think about my family when we first, of course, I know the first interaction of like a family function is going to be, you know, I think like my parents will like be on their best behavior.
Right.
But like what is she going to think, or what is his family going to think? Like, for our wedding, for example, will probably be like the first time that they're all going to like be together.
Yeah.
What are they going to think about us?
I know.
Because they're going to be
Jess's family, like
wild.
In case you don't know, you haven't listened to like this podcast or know the families that well. Like Jess's family's complete opposite of that. They drink heavy. Like it's like a college frat party every time Jess's family gets together.
Because we're just so freaking excited to be together.
Yeah.
And so
was that weird to you? Was it weird that nobody drank? Like nobody, honestly, like I don't drink. My mom will drink. My dad doesn't really drink anymore. My brother doesn't drink. My sister will drink.
Honestly, no, because like my mom's side of the family is like that.
Okay.
So it's like, it's not like I was like, what, a fish out of water. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like, so this is like my being at like my nana and thought this house, like easy, whatever.
Right.
But I was just thinking like when we're all together, like what is she going to think about them? Because it's like nuts. But I feel like, you know, we'll work it out. But I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what do I do with this?
Like, there's no way my parents could go there for Alaska. My dad was freaking out when he's like, why can't I get tequila at Target? Like, why not? And I was like, remember?
That will be interesting to see the two families come together. I mean, it always is. Any dynamic, by the way.
It takes time.
I think every single person listening to this podcast or watching the YouTube show right now can attest that to me was probably the most. I think meeting the parents is number one, but then your family's coming together, and like trying to and make sure everyone's happy. And like
it's the event itself, because you know them meeting my parents meeting his mom. That's gonna be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
But it's like when we have a thing and like everyone's together.
Then what?
It's like literally.
night and day.
Yes.
Yeah, because I met Garage Boy's mom for half a second. We were at the Bruno Mars concert. I literally just said hi to her, but she seems very different.
Yeah.
Than your family.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be interesting to see. I have 2 questions about Alaska that come to my mind.
But wait, but I forgot. But she also like bought me stuff when I was there.
That's
like
nice.
she was just this as like nothing. I think it just popped up in my head, and I was like super thankful for. But she was like, could not be more sweet to me. Could not be more like caring,
welcoming.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was like so good.
3 questions about Alaska.
Okay.
Number 1. Did you ever feel like Garage was going to propose to you while you were there? Did a moment ever happen where, because I keep predicting this is going to happen sometime soon, but Jess thinks it's not going to happen soon. Did anything ever, because I know it has to be in the back of your mind.
No.
Back, like one, you have to think at any chance, there could be a 1% chance it could happen on any day. 1% chance?
I don't think, and I don't say this in like a bad way, but I don't think he would do that to me. And I'm not saying like that would have been mean to me.
You think you'll know?
No. I'm saying like I don't think he would have proposed to me when I'm like with people that I literally don't know. It's like it's either, I feel like for us.
So you never thought about twice?
It's either going to just be the 2 of us, or it's going to be us with like our people as of like a unit.
Okay.
You know, I don't think he would like. I felt like that would have been so isolating.
Yeah.
You know?
Because nobody would ever like celebrate with you. They're like, Garage. And you'd be like, hey, I'm Jess. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Like, thanks for like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
I would have honestly
So
probably,
never once, though, did you think like.
I probably would have been bummed because I would just feel so awkward and uncomfortable.
No one's here.
Yeah.
I just, because y'all had so many like cute pictures in the snow. I was like, damn, I would think an engagement was going to happen for sure.
No.
Question number 2. Did you guys have sex in Garage Boy's mom's house?
No.
Did he try?
No.
Didn't even try?
I mean, us like maybe low key, and I was like, absolutely not. Like low key, I felt like he was like, should we? And I was like, don't even finish the fucking sentence and don't look at me.
Oh, so nothing. No penis touching. No nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
Like somewhat playful at one point, and I was like, don't touch me.
I thought the reason I asked that is because
I shut that shit down real fucking
there was a
quick.
discussion about when Garage Boy's mom came to visit, were they going to hook up while they were all in the same house?
Yeah.
I wonder when you were in her house, if it's weird, right? To hook up in somebody else's parents' house. Like, it's okay. Like, if you hooked up in your house and you were the initiator of it, like your parents' house, that's different. But, like, you couldn't initiate it in Garage Boy's mom's house. Like, you go to hell for that kind of stuff. That's why people burn an eternity in hell.
And I would never do that in her house.
Fuck in somebody else's parents' house on your accord.
I just could never. We sang Happy Birthday to Jesus on Christmas Day. I would never, ever. Could you imagine? Have you ever done that before?
Now, I don't, listen. I try to respect everyone's.
And listen, I'm saying that with like so much love. Like
Let me
say before you get all fucking crazy. I go to church. We went to mass when we were there, and I go to church on my own time, and like I love Jesus as much as the next girl. But have I ever sang Happy Birthday to Jesus on Christmas Day?
Why are you just now telling me this? We would have blown that shit up for like weeks on the radio show. Wait.
I've never done that in my life.
We still have to talk about this on the radio show because I don't know how normal that is.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
I've never heard of anyone singing Happy Birthday to Jesus before.
I don't want us to do it on the radio show.
I
don't trust them.
When? Wait, when do you sing Happy Birthday to Jesus? Like, when does it happen in the holiday celebration? YouTube show, chime in really quick, or you can always call our voicemail, 855 Kramer Jess. Does that sound nutso to you?
Listen, no, it's not nutso. It's Filipino is what it is.
Is it Filipino?
I
know we've got like, some Filipino people that watch the YouTube show.
Like religious, traditional, like Filipino.
But Happy Birthday is, first off, Happy Birthday is not a religious tradition.
No, but it's his birthday.
And you love celebrating shit.
No, but whose birthday actually is it? Jesus? It's his birthday. Fuck? No, let me fucking tell you.
Wait, hang on. We gotta back this up. Lynn says my family sings Happy Birthday to Jesus.
Are you Filipino or Mexican?
She looks.
Lynn?
She looks Caucasian in her YouTube photo, but I can't tell.
It honestly, I don't know. Maybe it might not be a Filipino.
Oh, and we are white. We are white.
Okay. We just love Jesus.
When does Happy Birthday? I just don't know when that would fall into like the events of the day.
So and you know what?
Wow.
I don't know if this is tradition of theirs. I don't know if this is something Garage Boy's mom just tossed in because she felt like it. Because when we were singing Happy Birthday to Jesus, a few of his cousins we were looking at each other kind of like, are we really singing Happy Birthday to Jesus?
So it wasn't like everyone was in but you.
But then Garage Boy's mom and like his older uncles and aunties were like, absolutely. But like, yeah, us, the cousins that were
Okay.
like my age, all of us are like, yo.
When did you sing it? Like when? I just don't know. Like when?
On Christmas Day
on-
after dinner. So we do so we wake up in the morning. What did we do on Christmas Day? So everyone came over to her house. And
Wait, I'm sorry, really quick, 'cause I can't get past this.
What is it?
Darren just said it would only be weird if they brought out a cake.
well, Darren, funny you.
No, Jessica, stop it! Stop it!
Well, funny you bring that
No.
up, Darren.
They did not bring out a cake for Jesus.
Bitch, let me tell you the story.
Stop
tell you-
it! I am dead.
Let me tell you this fucking story. So, on Christmas Day, everyone came to her house, and we had this like huge like traditional Filipino food spread. It was so good. And then we're eating, and then she has like a table with all the desserts, and then you see a box, and I like whatever. So now she goes, okay, everyone come over. She opens the box, and on the cake says, "Happy birthday, Jesus." And we sing "Happy Birthday" to Jesus.
I can laugh at this, right? It's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know if it's a tradition thing. Maybe
It's
this
nighttime though. It's after dinner.
No, it's not even. I guess we had.
Or it's like that weird Christmas dinner time, like 3 p.m.
Yeah.
or whatever. So it's
Well,
like 4
'cause
p.m.
it
at this
gets-
point.
It gets dark in Alaska at like 3 or 4, so
it's
it
hard
was
to tell.
still light
It's
out.
like a casino. Oh, so it's early then.
It was early.
Is
and
it?
Then...
Do you have candles on the cake or no?
No. Wait. Were there candles
Jessica,
on the
don't
cake?
tell me there are candles on the cake. I can't handle candles on the cake.
Were there candles on
Y'all,
the
is
cake?
this blowing your mind right now? I need everyone, if this is normal to you, call our voicemail, 855 Kramer
Listen,
Jess.
I don't
855
know-
Kramer Jess.
I don't know if this is a tradition. I really don't know. I have to ask Garage Boy because it didn't. I don't know. I think I was just because that is just not something that I've ever done before or ever knew that it was like there is definitely. See, Lynn has a cake at her house too.
White ass Lynn's family over here is saying they got a cake too. We've never, and my family's pretty. I mean, we're religious. I wouldn't say we're like traditional religious, but I mean, my mom was a fucking preacher for 25, still is, I think, technically. Never had a birthday cake for Jesus.
And if
How do we not talk about this? I fault you for this,
If we
Jessica.
get down to the details of it, it is really his birthday.
Yeah, I
so
get
if
it, but
anyone
like,
should be
he's not
celebrated,
there.
it's Jesus.
He's not there.
But it's just it's our
fuck.
devotion.
That is a great story.
Yeah.
That is a great. Thank you.
I
for
loved
that.
it.
Thank
I loved
you for
it,
giving me that. I'll
and I'm
never
curious.
forget that day.
I'm
I'll never
curious
forget that.
to
All right.
see if it's gonna happen again.
2 more questions. One more question.
Yeah.
What did you and Garage Boy get each other for Christmas? We never even talked about that.
Christmas is New York.
Oh yeah, that's right. You spent
Yeah.
the money on the trip. That's
yeah,
right.
we went to
That's one thing we
New.
didn't talk about. I just didn't know what you guys did for each other.
Yeah, we went to New York and like just went hard.
New York
in
was fun
NYC.
because I don't think we've talked since then too.
New York was like the best thing on the planet.
Yeah.
The Friends experience was super sick. Like I freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man in New York was super tight. And I feel like some people were like, why would you go see a movie while you're in New York? Well, because Spider-Man is in New York and it's super crazy where you see Spider-Man like sitting on the fucking Chrysler
We were
building.
there.
And you're like, bitch, the Chrysler building is right outside.
It is weird though. You spend a night in New York watching a movie you could have watched anywhere, right?
It was like in the afternoon. Honestly, it was one
It
of
was
the coolest
it was
experiences.
Jesus' birthday time. The
It was-
same time.
shut
the
up.
same time frame. It was
Fuck
light
you.
outside.
It honestly was super fucking cool. And then obviously New York during Christmas time is like an undescribable thing.
Dude, but thank God you got out of there when you did. You went a week later, you'd be fucked.
I know.
Because I went the week before, 2 weeks before, and like it was fine. And now everyone's got fucking COVID and shit.
I know.
My break was a mess. Anything else you want to say about Alaska or Christmas?
No, I loved
Okay.
it. It was good.
Happy birthday, Jesus, though. Am I right? Fucking happy
I'll do
birthday,
it again.
I bet you will.
Honestly,
I'm gonna do
I
it this year
will.
just for fun.
I'll do it for the rest of my life. I don't
Sounds-
care.
I cannot wait for these voicemails next week. Please call
I
and tell
loved
me if that
it.
either sounds crazy to you or if that's something you do in your family.
To be honest, I was shook because I was like, I can't believe my nana doesn't do this shit.
Yeah.
I was, to be honest,
It seems like an old person thing.
I
they
was
would do.
surprised.
Yeah.
And
but
I feel like when I let her know, it's probably going to be integrated
happen.
into our usual
your
routine.
new family.
Yep.
Traditions. My break was all right. No, actually, it was bad. Honestly, it was shitty. Not shitty, but just like not good. So it wasn't shitty. That's dramatic.
Okay.
So went to California. The day between Friday, I left Saturday morning. Between Friday and the time I landed in San Diego, I found out 3 of my friends had COVID.
So people you were supposed to see
Supposed to go
couldn't
see.
see.
So like it was just chaos. And then
Yeah.
the whole time when I landed, I had all this head congestion, and I was like, "Fuck! If I get COVID while I'm in California,
You're fucked.
I'm fucked."
Yeah,
There's
because then you couldn't go
I
home.
can't go home. I get my flight. I don't have no flight back to Maryland. It would just be a train. I'd have to cancel my flight from Atlanta to.
You'd be isolated there.
It'd be bad.
Yeah.
Right. And plus, like, where the fuck am I gonna stay?
Yeah.
Because my plan was to kind of bounce around, but then everyone started getting COVID, so I'm staying literally put right here, not going. So like, I literally didn't do much in San Diego at all. The weather was kind of shitty while I was out there. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've got to keep my family safe. That's all I care about, is making sure that nobody in my family gets COVID. That would be a terrible thing to happen. Fly in Christmas Eve. I get there like 10 o'clock, right? Say hi to the family, go to sleep. Wake up Christmas Day, have an awesome Christmas. Christmas Day itself, great. Everyone in good mood, good spirits, great Christmas.
Good.
Wake up the next morning.
Is it your whole family or just like your immediate?
Just my immediate family.
So just
a white
you?
people family. You know what I mean? White people family. We got like just our family members, like my brother, my sister, their partners, my mom, my dad.
Okay.
7 of us.
That's cute.
Wake up the next morning. My brother goes storming out of the house with his husband. And we're like, what? And my dad's like, they both had COVID masks on. We're like, oh, fuck. And apparently my brother's husband had woken up with symptoms, did 2 home tests, both positive.
Oh, no.
Now, honest to God, because you know I'm crazy as fuck.
But on Christmas Day, everything was fine.
Everything was fine.
Yeah.
Not an issue.
Yeah.
Everyone tested, by the way, before we went. I tested like 17 times in San Diego. Every day I was testing in San Diego because I was so paranoid. I had this,
Bitch, where you get all these tests from?
Bitch. I was all over the place.
Yeah,
I've got
fuck?
one more.
I don't have any.
I'm saving that shit. I ain't trying to give that to nobody.
I know,
I
but
wouldn't
like,
give it to my mom if she needed it.
No, but I'm saying, like, where are people getting these tests from?
Well, it wasn't as hard then because it still wasn't super crazy the week before Christmas.
Okay. Oh, that's true. That's true.
The week after Christmas where it got like super duper crazy.
I felt really dumb. I feel like I really dropped the ball on that. I don't know. I don't know why I did not prepare more for that.
What, not having a COVID? Because it wasn't a thing
I
the
wasn't
week before.
thinking. No, obviously, but if we just thinking about it, it would have been smart to have tests for after the holidays, like period.
I was planning on getting a test when I got back, like a PCR test, thinking it would be super easy to walk in and get one.
Yeah, no, they're gone.
But you're fucked.
Yeah.
So I wake up the day after Christmas. My brother's husband my sister comes down. She's coughing.
No.
And I'm like, no. And they've been together for 2 days before I even get there. And I'm like, everyone's vaccinated, by the way. And I'm like, oh no. Like, if they're showing symptoms already, like, this is not good. This is like not, maybe 2 or 3. They've been there for a couple of days. And I'm like, this is not good. Since they're both vaccinated. So I said, I got to get the hell out of here. So I took 3 COVID tests in the course of 24 hours, all negative. I changed my flight back to Maryland on the 27th because I knew if I got stuck in Atlanta, there's no radio show, there's no podcast. My dog.
Yeah.
Who's going to watch Kiki?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just super messy. So I basically had to forfeit, and I was sitting in my condo from the 27th until we came back to work on Monday. I mean, I left every now and then sporadically to take Kiki out. I ran a couple of errands, but I was in the condo.
Yeah.
You know? So was it great? No. I will say, while I was in San Diego, there was a girl that I had dated while I was there that is a great human being, a great person. We started talking. Obviously, when I started dating, backstory of my dating situation, I basically started dating all of Baltimore. I mean, all of San Diego, post-divorce. And when I moved to Baltimore, I was like, I can't. They all thought they were like moving with me, so I needed to like set the record straight.
No one was moving with him, by the way.
Nobody. I was like, let me try.
There was no intention of that.
Let me try Miss California. I tried it out for a couple of weeks, so we decided that wasn't the right thing, and that was it. But I had to like really split with people that I really thought were great. Now, this one girl, the reason why I didn't think it was going to work with her is because she has 2 kids. And Jess and I are moving across the country in a pandemic to a job. We're in 17th fucking place. And I was like, where could this go?
You're also just not in the place where you have the ability to give what a single mom deserves and needs.
Nope.
You weren't.
Nope.
Yeah.
Had too much to think about.
Right.
Miss California, the girl that it sounds like The Bachelor, but the girl I dated, like officially, unofficially, single, no kids, like job is easily replaceable in Maryland. Like these are things I'm just like checking off boxes here. You know, like, oh, this could work technically. With this other girl, I was like, it's too much. It's too many things that like I don't feel right about, right?
Yeah.
That obviously didn't sit well when she found out the news. We didn't talk for a while.
Yeah, it was kind of shitty how it went down. It was shitty how it went down.
Wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
Time heals all wounds.
Nah, go ahead.
We'll figure out.
Okay.
But we started talking again.
Okay.
I don't remember when.
Don't know.
October?
All right.
Maybe. Yeah, probably October. It's been a year at this point.
Just planting the seeds before vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking know you,
Gotta see
bitch.
what's up. Gotta see what's up. I'm hitting everybody in San Diego. No, but it was like no intention because I just same thing. But like things kind of just felt back to normal. I'm like, let's meet up. I will always. There's a thing. We definitely have a thing. Amazing woman. Do I think it can go anywhere? I don't know.
So why do you keep stringing her along?
There's no strings. There's no strings. It's very clear. I don't even try to like lead on to it because I don't know.
No,
Jess,
but like, why do you? But I guess my question is, whatever
like
you
why
want to call
why
it,
meet up with her?
Why do you guys interact?
I don't
still
know.
then?
Why? Well, I don't know.
I just
don't
feel
know.
like it's just turmoil. Just turmoil
It
for,
wasn't
for
even-
one of you
it
at one
wasn't-
point or another, or like internally at some point. I don't know. I just think it's like weird.
You just have a thing with somebody. You ever just had a
Exactly.
thing with you're just like,
Exactly.
this is great, but the timing's just not. It's not right.
Yeah, so it's always going to be in the back of your mind and hold one of you back in one way, shape, or form.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just living my life out here. But here's the problem, and this is just complete transparency, is like, Jess, we're in a contract here, y'all. Like, I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
No, I know.
And so, like, it's for both of us, on
Yeah.
both sides. We're both like,
There's
our
no
lives,
there's no answers that we can like. We can't even like really plan things in the year or later on in the year. I was telling
No.
my friend the same thing. Like, hey, can we do this? Can you guys come to this? And I'm like, honestly, I can't tell you because I don't know where the fuck we're gonna
what'll be happening. It's too when's our contract up? August?
in September.
September. So I would say summer-ish, late summer, we'll kind of know what the plan is.
Yeah.
But like right now, like ratings are good, but like radio's it's like the contract years are always really hard years to make any kind of plans on
Yeah.
of any sort. We don't do I think they want to keep us? Probably. Do we want to stay if it's right? I don't know. I don't know. There's no, and that's not to like sound any alarms. That's just full transparency. Is like I'm not gonna like pursue. Really, honestly, y'all, I don't think I can pursue anybody right now, even locally.
No, yeah. There's no. You can't really commit to anything
Because
right now.
how could I, knowing that like my life could, and it could happen. Listen, I try not to live my life in like, what if I could die in a car wreck on the way out of here today,
Yeah.
and like I can't plan my life that way.
Right.
But I would like especially the problem with dating as you get older is like there's typically 80, 70% of the time there's kids involved.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't want to be the guy that's like I don't know. There's like this weird guilt factor with it. So anyway, that's the story. That's all there is to it. There's not much more than that. She's great. We could be in an awesome relationship together. Truly an amazing woman. Timing's just off right now. So it is what it is. Take a quick break and we'll call Tom. Should we?
Did he say?
I mean,
Or no?
let's just try. After this. Welcome back, everybody. I went a little overboard today,
Yeah.
behind the scenes at work, and I feel like I'd rather get in front of this
Oh my god.
than to find out from this listener that this happened, and then come to me and have to like deal with it.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
he probably already knows. They probably already sent him something.
Like if I was a listener, I probably would have said something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even saying the listener, just from the conversation and like how the listener was speaking, kind of seems like someone that has the station on speed dial and is just ready to pop up.
Yeah. Definitely calling Priestley this afternoon to complain about it.
Yeah.
100% chance that's happening.
Yeah. Fuck the new right
Yeah.
shit.
Y'all, I've always said this. It's Whiny Wednesday. And like
Yeah.
every Wednesday, there's just some nonsense that's happening. Tom?
Hello.
This is our boss, Tom, by the way.
What's
Tom,
going on, guys?
I want to get ahead of this. You know what I mean? You ever, like,
Kramer fucked up again.
I don't want it to get back to you in any other way but from the horse's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
So I thought we could just do this.
You're making me nervous here.
Well,
Poor Tom. I know.
like in the moment I wasn't nervous, and then after
now
I was,
it's sitting with you. Now
now-
that
yeah.
you're through your road rage, now it's actually finally sinking in that you're being completely immature and overstepping.
Tom, how many times have I told you about Whiny Wednesday?
About Whiny Wednesday?
Yeah.
I think I've heard about that a handful of times.
I don't know. I could do a sociology study on this. and Jess and I can tell you, and you'll attest to this, right?
Yeah.
Monday we come in, text are nice. Tuesday they come in, text are nice.
Yeah.
Wednesday, the shittiest texts come in.
Yeah.
Thursday, text are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, text are nice.
Yeah, everyone's like TJF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, there's 3 instances today where you just get shitty text out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Tom,
Didn't this happen like right before you went on Christmas vacation too? Didn't it? I feel like we had a conversation about it.
Every Wednesday.
Well, no, it's a kind of like a reoccurring weekly thing.
Every Wednesday do we get shitty text. And this morning I popped off. And so
Can I just say you would think because it's happened so often that he would know how to handle the situation. And it's like today he was like he was getting so worked up, and so whenever he gets like that, I try to just I won't like feed into it too much. I'll just be like, it's fine, like whatever. Like why are you reading it? Like why do you read it?
Most people would probably just let it go, Tom, but like I don't know. And what I need to know is like, am I in trouble for this? And like as the boss,
For
and
going
then
back
like
and forth.
and then like as a radio person that's also on the other side and deals with listeners too.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about how I can improve my performance if I'm not written up, because I don't know how you deal with this.
Oh
kind of
my
stuff.
God.
When you say, "Am I in trouble for this?" I need to like, what happened?
Well,
What would you be in trouble for?
Thank you for moving the bit along here, Tom. Thank you. So we.
Are you gonna read him the conversation?
Oh yeah. So did you listen? Wait, did you listen to the radio show this morning?
I didn't hear it this morning.
Okay.
So I'm kind of working from home and kind of feeling crummy. So no.
Jess came on the air, and we kind of like I mean, it's like the truth but exaggerated. Jess
not even. It's not even exaggerated. That's my life.
Yeah.
What?
Tell him what you said on the air this morning.
So, Tom, against my will, my apartment complex is changing. They took away all of our locks and replaced it with this like electronic keypad to where you enter in a code and then it opens your door and it's on an app and stuff. And I hate that because now I feel like anyone can hack into my home. And they can hack into my home, and I think it's shitty. And I think that's people are just trying to steal stuff from my house or like come abduct me or something.
Yeah. Like legitimate Jess thoughts. Okay, so.
And can I say this was actually a really good topic, and we got insane interaction from both sides. People thought I was insane, and then some people actually totally agreed with me. Oh my God,
yeah, totally.
And it was a good conversation.
It was good. Phones were lit up. It was great. I'll be damned if it's not Whiny Wednesday. We get this text right here.
Wait, which one is this?
This is you got to scroll down. It's 4 hours ago.
Nice dramatic setting.
Can I be? I kind of want to be the girl. Where is it?
You have to keep scroll. It's like
fine, just do it.
Okay. Because this is let me get our dramatic music on here, because this is literally like, Tom, you know me, like I'm okay until I'm not, and then I'm just not.
What does the word start with?
It starts with wait, it moved because the text moved. Wait, did it just go away?
No way, it didn't go away. No, you just keep scrolling down.
Where did it go? I just had it literally. We had the worst texting system ever.
Everyone just wait a second.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the dramatic music off.
But this is how the radio show went this morning. Probably good I didn't listen.
I know. He's like, you guys keep fucking good.
Tom's been complimenting us all week about how like smooth the show's been going. Then all of a sudden, okay, it was after over door. That's what I said. Okay, here it goes. Okay, here. Did you see it, Jess? 402, 4 hours ago. 240 area code. Which I don't. Where's 240?
Yeah, where?
Is 240 even here? It doesn't matter.
Hang on a second. I don't know if it is.
Okay, here it goes. This is the text. It says, I used to enjoy this radio station every single day. Every single day. But every morning, you guys do too much. And today is the last straw. And I wish you guys would seriously grow up and find something mature to talk about. You just lost a constant listener. Lesnar.
It's supposed to be listener, but they misspelled it.
A constant listener. Because, come on, grow up, guys. Okay. So, some radio professional would have just left it alone. Right?
Literally, every single person would just leave it alone.
Just who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably deserves to be ignored.
Ignored.
Totally ignored.
Not this guy. Not this guy.
Yeah.
I literally just responded like this, Tom. 3 ellipses. And I said, Over door locks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So far, so good,
that's
right?
a better response than I expected. So that's
okay.
Everything's okay so far.
It could have been fuck you, but it wasn't. It was just over door locks. That's how I was feeling in my head. Like what? Like where's this coming from?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it continues. Over every single day, listening to a radio station that sounds like the only people they care about is a middle school atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
The morning show is the worst part of the radio station. Wow. Man, that's...
What'd you say?
Yeah, okay. That pissed me off.
Okay. All right. Could have stopped there. Could have stopped there, whatever. This is going to go nowhere good, right? Tom, I didn't stop. I didn't stop.
Yeah, okay. What'd you say?
I responded with... Jess, did you see this response?
Yeah, I fucking saw your dummy over there. I saw you guys going back and forth like y'all were in middle school.
I said, do you think maybe you're the worst part of your job? Hashtag middle school answer.
That's what he said.
Oh, my God.
And what'd they say?
And it continues.
Yeah.
Could have stopped, but they didn't want to stop either.
Obviously, because both of you are out of control.
They respond with, a more mature spokesperson would simply say, I'm sorry you feel that way. Yet you choose to reply the way you did. Let that be food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
Your response says it all. Like I said, grow up.
Yeah.
And honestly, I let it go there. I did let it go. I was like, that's it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then
God. I was hoping you were done.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm sorry. I
Oh my
wasn't
God.
done. And as a representative of this radio station, I don't feel good about this. Because then I'm like...
What'd you say?
Because keep in mind, we're talking about door locks.
Just say what you said. What'd you say next?
And I'm like... What the fuck? So I responded to this text. This is where the conversation ended. I said, I'm just genuinely curious here. If you hosted a show, what kind of mature topics would you discuss?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the end of the conversation. Never heard back. Tom, I'm sorry. I did not represent this radio station well today. I did not.
We all have our days, Kramer.
What should I have done in this situation?
Just walked away from it.
Like, are you
Nothing
disappointed in me? Like, do you feel like do you look at me and you're like, God, that's my morning guy, man? Like, what the fuck?
Yes.
I get the desire to respond
Yes.
and try to match somebody and try to prove your point and try to tell them to fuck off in a nice way. Totally get it.
Thank you, Tom.
But what I've learned is it doesn't matter to them. They're just being shitty to you, and it's only going to ruin your day and waste your time. And in this case, I'm going to assume for various parts of those responses took your mind off of focusing on the show.
It ruined it 30 more minutes after the show was tanked for about 30 minutes. We got back on track.
Yeah.
Right.
So what could a seasoned program director give his talent some feedback on how to handle that? Because we have to read the text. We have no choice but to read the text. We don't have to, but like it's an important interaction part of the show.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's super important. And when I hear that text, I'm thinking, what a shitty text to send.
Yeah.
And it bothers me that people in general are shitty like that.
Yeah, and feel like they can say whatever they want. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, for what it's worth, I get some of those over on 101.9 as well.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I just read them and go, what a shitty human being. Like,
Right.
What's wrong with you that you think it's okay to send that text?
Right.
I guess, that's the first thing I always think about. And then I think, that's one person's opinion. And if they aren't a fan of the show, that's okay. That's why you have a lot of different options to choose from. And if you're not a fan of what is happening right now, that's okay. I don't want you to go away.
Sure.
I don't want you to choose another station.
Right.
But if what we are doing is not appealing to you or doesn't remotely interest you or engage your brain on some level, then it's okay if you go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I say that because you guys are kicking ass in the mornings.
Well, thank you.
The ratings are great. The numbers are up. The engagement is high.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast downloads are huge.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
And for one person to be shitty to you on your Whiny Wednesday,
yeah,
shouldn't affect you the way it is right now.
But like, I ain't no bitch.
I understand
You know
why,
what I
Tom
mean?
is
but
such a
it shouldn't.
therapist.
He's so good at this guy. That's why I know you have a
Tom,
good
honestly,
answer.
you're such. Thank you for that.
But I'm not a bitch, Tom. That's the problem. You know
Oh my
what I mean?
God,
I
you're
felt like I
so
was gonna be a
annoying.
bitch.
Honestly, I feel like you lost. And I get mad when you do that shit because you make us look like we give a fuck, and that's why I get mad. Because then when you do shit like that, I don't want her thinking like I give a fuck about what she says. I don't. So that's why I don't like it when you respond
He
to
or
them.
she, we don't know.
Whoever they are.
know.
I don't care. But I don't like it when you do that because you make us look like we care about what they say when they're being mean.
Yeah. Well, Tom.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you got 50 or 100 texts bitching about something, like, okay, well, maybe we need to talk about that.
Yes.
That's one person out of, I don't even know what the average weekly listenership is on the show. But
I think
it's
we
a
have
pretty
12
impressive
now.
number.
I think we're at 12 people. So
It might be like 24. We might have doubled.
yeah. We've done pretty well this year. So. Shit. All right. I wanted to put this out there because I don't want anyone to hear about this on the other end and have to like.
Oh, yeah. She's totally going to tell everybody.
Oh, for sure. He or she.
You know what my next question was going to be?
What's
I was going to ask you if this is something I was going to get a call, and it would start with, "Hey Tom, it's Trace."
Yeah,
And
this
then
is what I feel like. Our general manager may not be as happy about this conversation.
Exactly.
You know, because like when you're mad, this is what I would do if I was that person. I would screenshot all of it. I would email it to the general manager
Totally.
for sure.
Exactly.
For sure, hands down. So
that's what's totally going to happen.
I did not represent this radio station well today, and I will attempt to do better tomorrow.
Yeah, sometimes all you can do is see that crap and scroll past it and make a point, then not scroll back to it.
Yeah, there he goes.
It'll
Tom, our
give
boss.
you more peace and more peace of mind if you just ignore some of that crap.
It's a good guy right there.
Thank you, Tom.
Feel better, Tom.
All right, thank you. I'll see you later.
Goodbye, Tom.
Bye.
Bye.
You know, I was thinking about Tom the other day, and I was like, what boss would drive to your house and drop off at-home COVID test?
Tom's the best boss I've ever had.
No one would ever.
Hands down.
No one would ever
He gets,
do that.
honestly, like, he's a smidge annoying at times. Like, he overthinks things just like I do.
Yeah.
So I can understand it. But, like, best human being, boss.
No, he's just invested.
Think about, okay, I want you to think about this just for 1 second. Our last radio station, this were to happen, and somebody were to get in trouble. No.
What do you mean?
They would have left me out to fucking dry.
Well, they probably would have posted the screenshot themselves.
That's true. All right, folks, we're done here. We have gone for almost an hour, so
Yeah,
we're good.
we're
here.
done.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening to. I don't even know where the podcast bed is anymore. Good to be back there, right? Feels good.
I fucking guess.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday to Jesus, by the way, belated.
Don't you dare.
And,
Don't make fun of that.
I need voicemails for next week, please.
Don't you dare make fun of that.
That's a normal tradition in your house. 855 Kramer Jess. You can get Jess where?
On social at Jess Do It, JESSDUITT. My podcast, Lowkey. I just uploaded an episode. You can listen to that, and you can watch it on YouTube if you feel like it. It's
nice.
on there.
You can check out my. Wait, you have a Lowkey YouTube show?
Well, I just posted the episode on there. I did it on YouTube for the first time.
Not on a podcast though.
It's on both. You can watch
There's
the
a
episode
new
on
Lowkey
YouTube.
episode.
Yeah,
My phone didn't go off.
it's there.
Or I didn't see it. When did it go up?
Yesterday.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I
Yeah.
get genuinely excited. I love to listen to you talk to yourself. There's nothing.
Really?
There's nothing better than listening to Jess by herself. It is. You can never do a radio show by yourself because it's all over the place.
No, it's crazy.
But a podcast is a great thing. So go check it out. Lowkey got a new episode up. I've got a podcast called Certified Mama's Boy. It's the #1 podcast in the country. It's no big deal. I'm that guy Kramer on social media. But all serious, all jokes aside, thank you for everyone. Invest time in this podcast.
Yes.
Voted for us for Podcast Magazine.
That was so nice.
Spends 53 minutes of your day with us. It's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll see you back here next week unless I'm fired. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.